Hello YouTube, Death here, bringing you another Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, this time working on the Maserati Sebring. I just did a tutorial video for you everybody on everything in the shop, you know, the auction house, garage, your toolboxes, everything. And while I was in the auction house, I saw this Maserati Sebring, and you can tell it's definitely had its better days. And I figured I wanted to give it some tender love and care. So let's see. We're going to start by going ahead and pulling the car apart. Getting everything taken off. Alright, we're missing some parts, so we'll take care of that in a second. But let's go in and try and repair everything we can. I'm surprised nothing broke. Now, this is the frame of the car. We need to get this fixed. So we're going to go ahead and come over here to the repair body frame. Fix that up, make it look like new. And, alright, so we need a front right door. Let's see. Sebring. Let's throw that on there. Throw the trunk on. Bumper, we need a right tail light. Let's throw that on. There we go. Let's see, I'm pretty sure we're going to need a right headlight too. Nope, we got one. And bingo. Alright. Let's see, tan interior. Let's go ahead and send it to the paint shop. Alright, now that we're in the paint shop, we're going to go ahead and pick a color. Now, I noticed this choose factory color option, which, no thank you. It's got a tan interior. I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Maybe something bright. I like really dominant colors. Maybe a blue. Let's see what it'd look like with a bright blue. I don't know. Let's see. Green, no. Yellow, orange, no. We're not making a General Lee. Let's see. Bright interior, dark exterior. Oh, actually, I like that. That looks really good. Ooh, she's looking sexy. Look at that. Alright, let's go ahead and stick this on the lift. Now, I can promise you I've worked on one of these before. I've actually probably worked on 2 or 3 of them, and I know they have a straight 6 in them. Let's go ahead and lift it up, get the oil drained out of it. Tires off, filter out everything, and we'll get this thing on the roll. Let's see, where's the drain plug at? Right here. Now, I showed my tutorial video. Make sure when you're doing it, you look straight up, or else you're going to get oil all over the place. Alright. I love working on the straight 6 engines because of the performance parts you can put in them. That and my first vehicle ever was a 1981 Ford F100 with a straight 6 in it. I swear that motor could pull anything. I love that truck to death. I'm married now, and my wife unfortunately hated the truck, so I got rid of it, and she hated it because it had a bench seat in it. Which, hey, why not get closer to somebody, you know what I'm saying? But, didn't work. Ended up getting rid of the truck, and from there I bought a 2007 Ford Ranger, and from the Ranger I ended up getting another 2007, except it was a Ford F-150, and the only reason I got rid of that Ranger, I loved it. It was a V6, 5 on the floor. Great truck, ran great. Love the manual transmission. But I loaned it to my wife's uncle to go to work one night, and drunk driver ended up slamming him into the guardrail of an overpass coming home. Put him in the hospital for a few weeks, totaled my truck. Well, luckily I had gap insurance on it, so the insurance company cut me a nice check. I went ahead, got another 2007, except I got a Ford F-150, And I regretted getting that truck after I bought it. It was a great truck. It rode great. It was the F by 2 edition. It was really, really comfortable. But, this is a big but. That thing ate gas like no tomorrow. I mean, I've told everyone I'm a Ford guy. I mean, my wife, her last car was an '06 Ford Mustang with the V6, and she works probably 30 to 45 minutes away. So, with her working that far away, she needed a car that saved on gas. Now, that Mustang with the V6 in it, she would drive back and forth to work on a single tank of gas for that 1 week. It was nice, but I wanted better, and nowadays, you know, by all means, I'm a conservative at heart, and but I do still want to save on gas. You know, nothing against gas guzzlers, but we ended up going out, and I bought her for her anniversary this year, which was in October, a 2016 Toyota Camry hybrid. And let me tell you, I've always wanted a Toyota Tacoma, but they're expensive as hell, and yeah. But I ended up getting her the Camry hybrid, and y'all are going to say, well, why'd you get her a Camry hybrid when it's expensive as hell? Because with my work and what I do for a living, I have a work vehicle. I don't need a vehicle. So, since we were just getting her a car, why not splurge, you know? Plus, in the long run, it'll save us on gas. But we ended up driving to Austin, Texas, which is where her dad lives, and it's, yeah, I think 4-hour drive from where we live. So, headed over there in that car on a single tank of gas. Didn't have to fill up. Drove around while we were up there. It was a nice trip. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the car ride, except my wife is one of those types. Oh, she complained. She complained a lot. And the reason for her complaining was because I'm one of those types of people that once I start driving, until I have to pee or you have to pee, I'm not stopping. Alright. I've disassembled the entire bottom of the vehicle, so let me see what I can repair. And from there, I'll go ahead and work on the engine once I get underneath assembled, except for the exhaust. It's the only thing I'm not going to assemble until the end. And the first thing you need to remember is you always need to get a fuel tank. The fuel tanks you cannot repair, like quite a few other parts. So I'm going to get a fuel tank, and since I'm going to do performance parts, I'm going to go ahead and get a fuel pump. So let's get in here, throw this nice, pretty new fuel tank in. And even though this fuel pump repaired, I'm going to throw the performance fuel pump in. Let's go ahead and stick the rear drive axle in. Okay, so I'm going to need a rear knuckle housing B. Let's go into there. B, no, that's probably a bad idea. There it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw that on there. Drive axles both fixed. Alright. Now, the good thing about drum brakes is a lot of times they do repair, and these did. Now, I'm not going to put the brake drums, I'm going to go ahead and buy them, but I'm not going to put them back on because it puts the tire, watch, I'll show you. You stick it on, and it puts the tire so it's in your way, so yeah. But I think I only bought one, so let me buy another. Alright, so we're going to need shock absorbers. Let's go and get those. Alright. And luckily this has leaf springs. It doesn't have the rear spring with the cap. Let's see. Yep, all the U-bolts repaired. Alright. Now another reason, I'll tell you, I missed that old Ford F100 of mine was this was obviously back in my younger days. Also bushings, y'all have to get bushings. Back in my younger days, I had what was it, two 10-inch Memphis subwoofers in it. I've switched from Memphis to Rockford Fosgate to Kicker. I've been through all of the big name speakers at one point or another. But I had those in the car. I had tried to do an actual drop on the car suspension, and not knowing what I know today, I actually tweaked the frame. So yeah, I fucked that truck up. It was a nightmare. Just driving around and you see the bed of the pickup truck crooked, and it was just embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as when I first bought the truck though, because the O-rings in the engine were pretty much fried, and if I stopped at a stop sign, you'd see me sitting there with a huge cloud of smoke around my vehicle. I mean, I was raised by my grandparents, and that was the first vehicle they got me. Well, first and only vehicle they got me. And they pretty much got it just as a, this is, this is your truck. Good luck. And from there I learned how to work on it myself. I didn't do the rebuild myself because that would have been a lot and I didn't have the equipment for it. But, I've changed out, I can't tell you, probably, let's see, where's the Sebring ring here? Or the Sebring rim. Probably going to pass it up. Nope. I probably changed out the alternator on that truck probably 4 times. The radiator's been changed 3 times. Eventually had to go with a triple core radiator in the truck because it was, yeah, the AC would just overload that radiator like nobody's business. But I will admit, you'd freeze your butt off in that truck. Middle of the summer, I loved it. I changed out everything in that truck. Everything you could imagine had been changed at one time or another. Oop, not skay. Sway. Nope, again, damn, come on. There we go. What was it, sway bar B? Hope I'm right. Yep, I was right. Alright. See, steering rack, alright. Tie rods, another thing just like bushings, you have to get the inner and outer tie rods. Okay, so, and again, I haven't been clicking. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's see, let's get to the bottom suspension arm. Alright. Luckily, I'm almost done with getting this worked out, because suspension, out of all the things I hate the most, is suspension work. I can't stand it. There's so many parts, so much stuff to take care of, and I'm, like I say, with that 81 F100 I had, I worked on, I can't tell you how many times I worked on that truck, and I just got more familiar and more familiar and more familiar with how to work on engines. So working on engines, I really do enjoy, which is why I like working on the engine more than anything. I don't mind getting a car on here and changing the brakes out or something, but all this is a pain in the butt. It's the only bad thing about fully restoring these. Okay, so always make sure that you go, once you're done with a side, make sure you go and check around it. And sorry, I'm just trying to clean off my glasses here. Make sure you go check around it. Make sure nothing is missing, because I can't tell you how many times I've put these back together and that bushings on the front suspension, just I always forget to put them back. Alright, so we're going to need hubs. I already know this. Let's see. 2 wheel hubs. We're going to need brakes, I'm sure. Let's see. So let's go and get these thrown back on. Throw the wheel hub in there. Throw the calipers on. Okay. Alright, we're done with this side. Let's go and throw the rim back on. Wonder if I should add some, since I'm doing performance, I'll probably end up, actually, let me go ahead and do it. Sport tire, race tire, sport tire, race tire. Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up. I think I threw race tires on there. Alright, let's get this side done, and then we're finished with our suspension. Okay. But yeah, I know just by saying that, I'm going to get people in the comments section that are going to start hating on me for, oh, you like Ford, found on road dead, this, that, the other. You know, a vehicle's a vehicle. Everybody, like, I learned in high school really quick, everybody would change things on their cars. They would put speakers in their cars, and they jack them up. Oh, I want to go mud riding. I'm going to jack up my vehicle. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. And then, you know, 6 months down the road, when shit starts breaking on your car, you wonder why. Well, common sense played in quick whenever I learned this, that you probably shouldn't alter the factory setup of the vehicle because they've, you know, made it that way for a reason. I never understand that whenever I see people that want to change all that stuff on their car. I mean, don't get me wrong. Whenever I was younger, I'd put speakers and stuff on the car, and I did try and doing the suspension drop before, and it didn't work. And that's what I'm talking about, is stuff like that right there. You end up just screwing your car up, and it's not worth it. Go ahead and get these exhaust manifolds off. All right. Okay. And, you know, I wish, you know, I did the whole mechanic thing in high school, working on my own vehicle. My first job ever was working in a custom paint and body shop, which I enjoyed, but in the long run, doing what I do now is a lot more enjoyable to me than working on a car could ever be. Did I just make a rhyme? Huh. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this oil pan off. Come on. Alright, get that off. Let's get this off. Let's get that off. Oh my god, look at that crankshaft. That thing is solid black. You can tell someone wore the shit out of this vehicle. Let's get the crankshaft bearing caps off, and then we'll go to the transmission, starter, flywheel, clutch pressure plate. Let's get this. Oh, don't tell. FML, right? Right when you think you're getting it good, you gotta drop the car just to pull one piece off, and then back up you go to take the transmission off. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this off. Now, wait until y'all see how it looks with the performance parts, especially the performance air filter covers. I mean, it just... I love the way it looks. I'm getting all tingly now. Put that distributor cap in there. And you know the sad thing, I probably should have put this on the dyno before I started this. I really should have, but I always forget to do that. Let's get the fan off. Man, I can't get the belt off. Why won't the belt come off? Ah, that would explain it. Alright. Get that off. Get the crankshaft. Alright, let's get alternator off. And I'm guessing this was back in the day where they didn't have power steering, because there's no power steering on this. Alright, and biggest thing when reassembling the car, and I'm probably going to forget making this, is these damn clips on the distributor cap. I always forget to take them off and put them back on. It's a freaking nightmare. Oh, these filters look terrible. I'm going to change out the carburetors too. Alright, come on. 3 2-barrel carburetors, not bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this off. The easiest way to do it, just line it up and stick your mouse in one place. Oh, nope. Wrong camera angle. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this off, and then we'll start taking these out. I think there's somewhat like 12 spark plugs in this engine. For a 6-cylinder, it has a lot of spark plugs. Alright. Now let's get the camshaft bearing caps off. Or camshaft caps, excuse me. An i6. Just means I need to go in the performance shop, type i6, and it'll show me all the stuff I can buy for it. Minus the stuff that I know I can get that is not i6 related. Like the alternator, fuel filter, let's see, ignition coils. Which I should technically probably buy all this stuff right now, but now I'm thinking of it, but why not watch me forget and just get a good laugh out of it. Alright, so let's see, come up here, let's take off the cover for the timing. It's true, I'm going to have to, ah, damn it, I'm going to have to replace the timing belt. That's going to suck. Our timing chain. Take out the camshafts. Let's take off the head. Let's take out the pistons. 2, 3. Yeah, come on. 4, 5, and come on. Number 6. Alright. Now, let's lift this thing up and get that crankshaft out. You would think they'd have a performance crankshaft in the performance shop, but they don't. Alright, let's drop it and pull the engine out. It'd be nice if they had an engine left where you come over here and just crank it up. Alright, nope. Alright. Got the engine out. Now get ready, because I have to repair a lot of stuff here, so it's going to get loud quick. Maybe, maybe not. Depends how much stuff I break. Come on. Almost done. Almost done. And done. Alright, good. Alright, let's throw the engine back in. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my god, that's going to be expensive. 2,400 figures. At least it's shiny. Alright, let's throw a crankshaft back in there. I gotta get some pistons. So while this is coming up, let me go into the performance shop. Actually, let me go ahead and buy a fuel filter. Piston. 6 of those. Let's go with fuel. Okay, nope. Ignition. Pretty sure I need 2 of these, 1 of these, oh, shit, I needed the Sebring, wait, did I need the Sebring? We'll find out when we're putting it together. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and throw that back in there. Let's see. You know, I can put a V8 together, and it does not have near this many caps. Oh, and I'm gonna have to buy one, damn it. Let's see. Let's just try crank cap. Nope, nothing. Okay, so throw that right there, and that right there. Alright, we're good. Should I? Screw it, I will. Alright, let's go into performance again. Let's hit up a flywheel. Let's go in and take care of the clutch plate, pressure plate, and I'm hoping... Oh, no. Wrong piece. Don't do it. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on. Nope, dang it. Come on. There we go. Alright, I am hoping, really hoping that this bearing is good. It's not. Figures. Alright. Let's get a bearing. It's gonna be an expensive job. I'm trying to remember how much I paid for this car. I think it was $22,000. Pretty positive it's $22,000. So let's see how much we get out of it. Let's see, is the drive shaft good? Nope, I need one. Alright. Throw you on there. I swear surround sound screws in my head sometimes. Okay, that's good. Gotta throw the pistons in before I can put that oil pan on. Alright, actually, let me go ahead and coil, brake servo, coil, fuel filter. Alright, and I'm gonna need a battery. So let's do battery. Alright, let's do the pistons now. Yeah, pistons, it seems like they never repair, so you're probably better off just buying new ones anytime you work on a vehicle. Let's see. Alright, now I'm positive there's an engine head for this. Let me just go to Performance Shop and type in Sebring. Engine head. Alright, got the cap. Ignition wires. Was it those ignition wires? I don't remember. Gonna need that. Gonna need that. Screw it. Why not? We'll go with it. Okay, I need an i6 cam, so let me do i6. 2? Yeah, just 2. Alright. Throw that in there. Now here comes the bad part, because I have all these... Alright, so let's get them out. 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright, so I need 14. Okie dokie then. And let's start putting these on. Oh, I'm gonna need that timing belt too. Or excuse me, timing chain. I have to remember that. Now, getting back to vehicles. Let's talk vehicles. Another one of my favorite vehicles, and a buddy in high school had one of these, and I really, really wish I would have. It was a Toyota Land Cruiser. Now, this thing had a 4-speed transmission with reverse, and it was 4x4, and I loved that thing to death. I don't know, I think it had a V6 engine in it. I don't remember, but you talk about if you want to go in the woods to go hunting, if you want to go fishing, anything. We used it more for both hunting and fishing, but it's really good for towing boats, and yeah, it is just fun all around. Not probably the most comfortable vehicle you'd ever drive, though. Let me see if they have... Let's see, i6, okay, no, so I'm going to have to go here and do 2 of those. Type in here, i6, let's see if the timing chain is in here. I'm gonna need belts, I'm gonna need an oil filter, I'm gonna need the timing chain, I'm probably gonna need the sprocket, but I'll hold off on that, just in case I don't. Alright. Wait, are you kidding me? Really? That is one thing about this, is you buy stuff and you're like, oh, I did not mean to do that. I really did not mean to do that. Okay, please. Figures. Now I gotta go back in and i6. Let's go ahead and get that. There we go. Let's throw the water pump on there. Okay. Now timing cover. Let me get an alternator real quick. I'm gonna have to go here for it though. Actually, get 2 of those. I think I have that already. I'm not sure. Well. Let me get one of those. Let's filter. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let me go with carb. 1, 2, 3. Alright. We need i6. Grab that. See, water pulley. There it is. All right. See if I got the right belts. Ooh, I did. Throw this bad boy on there. I was about to say, I know there's another belt that has to go on this car. There's not just one belt. Okay, so. Engine head cover. I really doubt they're going to have these. They just have the heads, they don't have the covers. Alright. Let's go Sebring. Okay. Throw that on there. Maserati. Beautiful. Oh, I gotta get spark plugs. Dang it. Yep, 12 spark plugs. Oh, and of course this one was fixed. Okay, let me see. Let's get some performance plugs, huh? Of them. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. Like in my straight six and that truck I had, yeah, I don't remember having this many spark plugs. Not by a long shot. So, this is definitely not made in America. Alright, let's get the distributor cap on. Let's go ahead. Nice performance model. Ooh, she's sexy. And she knows it. Oh, perfect. Alright, so, nope. I want all performance for that nice, sleek, sexy look. Okay. Yeah, it's so shiny, my eyes are watering. Oh, it's just terrible. Alright. Okay. Now, this is what I was talking about right here. Look how pretty that is. Bright chrome. I swear, if I ever get an old Maserati like this, this is the way it's going to look. Okay, now I gotta lift that core up before I can put the manifolds on, and then I gotta work on the exhaust, which is gonna be a performance exhaust, so. Let's get the oil filter, or oil pan back on, then the oil filter. Pretty sure I bought one already. Yep, I did. Alright, so. I'm semi on the ball. Let's go ahead and go here. Let's see if we can do the exhaust now. I need a mid muffler. Middle muffler. There it is. Okay, the exhaust is finny, except for the manifold. Let me throw that manifold on, get that taken care of. Okay. Oh, that would be the wife up. All them doors closing in the house. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's just top it off with a little bit of its, you know, life force here. A little liquid life. Alright, safe and knee. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and dump all this stuff. Throw that hood down. Oh, what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I knew I would forget it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. The distributor cap clips. And I'd sold all the parts, so I've got to get them. Alright, let's see. Clip, which one is it? B, alright. It never fails. Every time I restore a car, I always forget those freaking clips. Alright, let's bring it to... Oh, you know. What good car would run without its starter? Oops, that was my bad. My bad. Easy fix. There we go. Alright. Quick tip. Do not sell off all of your stuff. Why did I do that? Before you try and send your car to the dyno to see what it's missing. Ay. Throw that starter on. Okay. Now that it'll actually run, let's send it to the dyno. Alright, now, all performance parts, performance exhaust, performance clutch. Let's give it a test run. Now, this is a straight 6, mind you, so 419 horsepower is not bad for that engine. Let's do some carburetor tuning. It's 419. Oh, I hate tuning. I really do. Proper ratio at +4. It sucks. So, what was it, 419? Let's get over that. 429. Yeah. All the money I spent on performance parts, and it really doesn't make a huge impact. But, make a hell of a show car, though. Look at that. Alright, now we just got to test the... brakes. Oh, wait, I sent it to the paint shop. Dang it. Let's bring it back to the garage. Alright, yeah. We gotta test out the brakes and the suspension. And then we'll see what she's worth. So, 20,000, I think. That's what I paid for this. Yeah, you know it's old when it ain't even got air conditioning. Oh wait, it does have air conditioning. That ain't that old. Or, excuse me, it doesn't have a heater. At 81 Ford F100 I had, came factory with a heater, but not an air conditioner. So when they installed an air conditioner in it, that's the reason I was replacing so many radiators, was because the air conditioning would just burn up the truck anytime I turn it on. Problem is, I'm sorry, I live in the South. You can't tell from the accent. It gets hot down here. So, we prefer to stay cool. And I'm not going to drive around all summer with no AC. Just not happening. Alright, so, let's see. She has a value of 91,000. Let me see if I have any Maserati Sebrings real quick in my garage. I have a straddle. I do not. So, I must concede to the Sebring and keep this vehicle. I must. But first, I must take a photo. Be sexy for me. Be sexy. The sexiness. Hold on. We must do a top up image. Let's move the camera up. Camera up. Alright, let's see. We'll move the field of view. Let's bring it back. Bring it back now. Bring it back now, y'all. Okay, and we are gonna focus. Photo. Perfect. Alright, maybe just bring it up. Bring it up. Alright. She looks good. She looks good. Alright, so that is the Maserati Sebring. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, please like, subscribe. If y'all have any questions, please comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I appreciate it. You have a good one.